Alright.
Yo, and it disappeared again. All right, well,
What?
Champa is here, and we will wait for this cam to pop up. But in the meantime, welcome to yet another lovely evening, afternoon, maybe morning for some. I don't know. Of some Bingus Bongus that we all love so much. We're gonna be watching a game between Sike and Frenglish. So I'm incredibly excited about this game. So we're gonna see how this goes. I know that all of the teams
I don't
have been
understand
prepping. Struggling with some tech issues here, but should be mostly fine. Uh, I will do this in the meantime, so you can do it without being too worried.
Alright,
Um,
good.
yeah. So we uh, we are going to be watching a game here between Psychout and Frenglish. And yeah, we have Satan in the base game and Nike in the DLC for Psychout. And on the other team, Frenglish, we have Turnip as the base game player and Truoh as the DLC player. So for that, that's going to be an incredibly interesting matchup. I know that both Nike and Satan are incredibly experienced bingo players. They haven't played this format all that much. I think they've been really grinding it as of recently. I know Turnip has been really grinding this format, and I think Truo is an incredibly competent, but also a little bit of a newer player to the format. So we are going to see how that goes. We can actually, Champa, don't worry about the cam for now. We can actually skip it, and we'll see if we can set it up for later, because we could just get going with the game anyway. Um,
Yeah.
and then we can hop over and see what the starting classes are and stuff. So maybe you could check with the players and see if everybody's ready.
Yeah. I'll just hop down.
Yeah. So this is I've seen we in the community at least everybody knows, for example, one square that Satan they really love Melania. So I'm sure that they're very much praying for that square. I know Turnip is very much capable of killing Melania, and should probably be contesting that as much as he can. But Satan is very much an expert at that fight, so I'm hoping Melania for middle square because that would just be an incredibly exciting square to see done. Everybody loves to see the Melania fight, so um, yeah. What did the players say, Mr. Champa?
I am waiting for readies in lobby chat.
Nice.
Yeah, everyone's ready. You can start.
And did you randomize the board? You did, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, we're getting it started. We'll see what happens. My prediction is Melania for middle square. We'll see. Well, it's ADM middle square. Um, for the DLC. Let's hop on over to the main screen here. I am going to be doing a little bit of adjustment here to of the boxes so we can get some more clean gameplay. There we are. Yeah, so what do you think about the board, Champa? What do you think about the board? Is there anything that stands out to you?
Being a DLC player, obviously check out that first. ADM.
Yeah?
Obviously middle square, great. But then is there anything behind it? Yeah, there is. So I expect double ADM rush here. I don't know what else you would do, because Lorsax to sleep behind it.
There's also
And
painting
there's a
rewards.
hippo down there. There's painting rewards.
Yep.
And it's a way to the hidden crystal tear. It's a way to what was the other thing I saw? Yeah, a demi-human boss down there.
Mm-hmm.
Putrescent Knight. So I'm expecting to see an ADM race.
Yeah, you think so? I think
Yeah. I mean, well, I
it's
don't know.
like,
Maybe that people often game like when something's clearly the best, if someone feels unconfident, they go do something else to try to counter it. So, you know.
yeah. I feel like rushing ADM here would be at least somewhat dependent on what some of the first checks are, like weapon checks. Because I would be a little bit surprised. I guess I wouldn't be that surprised if the DLC players decide to right off the bat just maybe start running towards, say, the Egon Grace and just go immediately to round table. Yeah,
Yeah.
we see Nike here prepping the round table Grace port. Just gonna immediately go and check out that weapon, and we do see the starting class here be great katana for the base gamers, and Turnip is gonna be choosing that as his starting class, but it looks like Satan is choosing not to start with the great katana from what I could see.
Huh.
Yeah, that is very surprising. No.
No.
They did, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just I
Yeah.
didn't see that because I would have been incredibly surprised. Um, not starting with a great katana considering how incredibly good of a weapon it is.
Yeah.
For almost every single board. So I one thing that really stands.
Nike.
Yep.
Nike going straight to round table. This
Yep.
is smells like ADM to me. Truoh. How do you say his name? Truoh?
I think Truoh works.
Truoh. Maybe doing katana check.
Mm-hmm.
What's in there?
You see anything? Buying some smithing stones right now.
I didn't see the weapon, but I saw he bought something.
Yeah, gonna be really curious because I mean, buying it that right off the bat here. Oh, backhand blades.
Oh shit.
Ooh, I mean, as great of a weapon that is, not having because this format does not have access to Bernal for the DLC players, so you are not able to actually get an extra Ash of War on it, which does impede you a little bit in the DLC because you can't really put an affinity on the backhand blades. And from what I've seen, it seems like one of those weapons that, at least in the very beginning, it is not quite as strong as some of the other weapons, but it scales very, very well with dexterity. So you actually start getting a lot of damage the further on you get into the game.
Yeah, so let's think. What could he put on there? Because I assume he doesn't get to put on an affinity with a blind spot.
Yep.
Uh, what could he put on there?
Buying some starting talismans here.
Basically nothing, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Maybe chat.
meanwhile, Truoh, Katana Chick, gets Moonveil. It's very interesting. So, at least for the base game, if we swap over to that for a little bit, I would say that some of the opening plays here are potentially Wormface, potentially Godric while summoning Nefeli Lu. Those would definitely be contenders for some of the earlier squares. We do see kind of a mid mid game heavy board here. I would say for at least the base gamers, except for the Fire Giant, which of course is a little bit more to the late game. One interesting
Yeah,
aspect about the DLC squares, though, you have Memory of Grace with 50k 500k runes, and reach level 85. I feel like, I mean, I know there's a lot of runes in the DLC, but I feel like if you pick one of those, you almost lock yourself out of the other
yeah,
because there's not that many remembrances here on this DLC board. So
That's
Only
true.
only PK here. Oh yeah, very good point.
Excited
There
to
is
see that.
Red Wolf boss also, which is hugely incentivized with a great katana getting that glintstone wet blade, and you see Satan already working in that direction. Turnip going for the great sword check, even though he has the great katana. Gets Death's Poker, which is probably one of the few weapons I would swap the great katana with. That's incredible. We've seen so
Yeah.
many Death's Pokers here for the base gamers over the past couple of days. That's insane. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it does take a little bit longer to set up, which shouldn't be a problem to catch up eventually. But meanwhile, we see Nike going for the first square here for Team Sike out. I think let's take a little bit of a closer look at this, because this is not a trivial fight here with this kind of a setup this early on. Especially like, I mean, I know because of the formats previously that that you have played, and as well as Nike, should be very comfortable with the backhand blades, but I just feel like it's
Yeah, I was
not.
about to say it's at least a weapon he's used. If not, if the damage isn't there, it's at least a weapon he'll have killed Dragon Man with many times.
Yeah, looking incredibly clean right now. Looking very comfortable in the fight. We're only 4 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. Went here probably at the most Skidoo one, right?
Yeah. I didn't see whether he picked it up or not, but when you
Oh,
rush this, you typically pick up the Skidoo right next to Scorched Ruins from the pot guy.
yeah. One of
You
the
get Skidoo 1
benefits,
for this fight. It's very worth it.
one of the important benefits here to having an ADM fight with backhand blades is they are very cheap to upgrade when you actually have to go for something this early. So that is something that is working in Nike's favor. So he was able to buy at least 2 talismans for this. He did buy the Dragon Crest talisman, which is super helpful for a fight like this.
Yeah. Especially in this format, I feel like defense is going to be very important. Because when you don't have the damage, you have to stay in the fight longer, which means you'll take more hits.
Yeah.
Like, defense is king, in my opinion. Obviously, it depends how good you are, but with random weapons, get some defense.
Yeah, definitely opting in towards that too, because we do see Nike here buying also the armor, as well as that defensive talisman. And is that also a defensive physic I see? Or is that the green burst physic that gives that little bubble buff? Oh my god.
Probably green burst.
Wow, that's really well done there from Nike. That was an incredibly impressive fight. That's an
That was
incredibly
very
impressive fight.
fast ADM,
Yeah,
like for
a
standard DLC standard.
631 ADM. Turnip getting a
Yeah.
little bit has to quit out here because the stupid Revenant was eyeing him up, and we also see Satan going for that +0 Red Wolf
Oh,
kill, rushing that off the bat.
dude, that's interesting. Vega just said ADM dropped Great Katana. Now I do
Oh,
happen to know that when the Great Katana is dropped by ADM, and I assume other things as well, you do get to use the overhead stance and put affinities onto it, using it
right. Yeah, when it's
as in the Ash of
dropped,
War.
when it's not picked up, when it's
Yeah,
dropped. Yeah, that's an incredible. Yeah, that's very true. Interesting. Yeah,
and yeah, Great Katana would be better than backhand blades in this scenario, 100%.
yeah. And excuse me while I have
So
to fix a little bit here with the setup, but I am very curious to see what happens here in this Red Wolf fight. So I did want to make this full screen because we see +0 Red Wolf, and I mean these players are so talented and so good already, so I should expect this to be no problem. But You know, Red Wolf is one of those bosses that has plenty of RNG. He can definitely troll you with some timings. Ooh, we see Satan getting tagged there. Reapplying the grease accidentally, I'm sure, probably wanted to flask there, trying to get some distance for the flask. It's the spell which hits the chandelier. It's really good RNG here for the Red Wolf. It's the triple attack. Doesn't do the triple attack. It's a really nice punish window here. Oh, great positioning there. You see that positioning there going on the left side of the Red Wolf, getting dragged in with that. Wow, this is an incredibly clean
Yeah.
fight. Really well done by Satan. They kicked ass that fight. So that diagonal is looking very online and kind of frustrating to have to deal with.
Yeah.
What would you
I
suggest would
mean,
be a good way to deal with this? This
yeah,
diagonal
I
looks
would.
terrible.
I mean, how bad is Magma Worm bosses? I'm not a base game player, but
I mean,
Magma Worm bosses. Yeah, it's kind of long, right?
one of them is kind of a long run, but is a simple magma worm boss. The other two options, really realistic options for magma worm, would be either Theodorix, which is very, very close, but he's tanky and angry and does a ton of damage, will one-shot anyone with any vigor less than 30, 35, which the base gamers are nowhere close to right now. And
I
the
would.
other option is the Mount Gelmir one, and that's probably a 2.5, 3 minute run,
Yeah.
and Turnip would still be in one-shot range of that, I'm sure, but much less tanky. But has a +4 Death's Poker online already, though.
The thing is, Truoh could go 3 hippos. It has synergy. It's not terrible. Get closer to Memory of Gracing with 500k. Closer to Rakshasa. If he does Golden Hippo and the ones on the way to Frenzy. It's not horrible. It's progress towards the paintings. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised to see him run Elec right now. For the lightning ram, maybe.
Yeah. Could be a little bit calling. I wouldn't say calling the bluff necessarily, but you can tell Sike out are not. They're not like rushing this square uh, immediately, at least. I'm not sure what Nike is doing here right now, though. But we see Satan picking up a little bit of cash after this Red Wolf kill, probably looking to get some upgrades on the weapon. Has yet to do the greatsword check, though, I believe. And transporting
I mean,
straight back. Sorry.
seen from Sike outside, right? They've just sunk some time into the south portion of the DLC map. So they know that probably were they to go hippos right now, would be very likely to get sniped. But then Frenglish also know that, so it's a bit of a mental game there. Blocks, calling bluffs.
Oh, Turnip gets absolutely demolished by Wormface there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's rough.
trying to just out DPS the fight with a +4 here. Not quite working out. Wormface much too angry for this. Also didn't clear the ads before, which is something I've seen the base gamers do here. You see these two ads on the right side. They do aggro. If you don't kill them, they will be a menace. Uh, does decide to kill one of them. There is one right behind him that is probably going to be sneaking up on him. It's a frost proc. Some good damage. And here's the idiot that I was talking about. Creeping up. Ooh, get some really good RNG here for at least the Death's Poker. For having the Death's Poker. So it does have a lot of nice damage already into this fight. Oh, gets tagged by that attack. Tries to just out jump it, but yeah, that attack is kind of miserable.
Flores X to sleep.
Oh, very nice mark there from Nike.
Yeah,
Really
from
well
Nike's
done there.
perspective, the ADM could have been a snipe, in which case, no sense in stopping the south train here. The other team could be hot on their tail.
Yeah.
There's no way of telling before any marks, so I definitely agree with what Nike is doing so far.
Ooh, really nice wing skip there from Nike. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah.
Very clean. And Turnip opting to pivot out of the worm face square, going now for a little bit more of a setup. And it looks to me, if I'm not mistaken, that Satan found the Death's Poker, went all the way to Haligtree, probably upgraded the Death's Poker to +4, I would imagine, and is looking to do Theo here.
So they will block with the Magma Worm boss. No, they will do. Oh no, that's Sike out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Truoh is on his way to the blocks for that, so it's not the end of the world. I
Yeah.
didn't want to pull attention to it, but Truoh had. I lost
Yeah.
count.
A
He had
couple.
a lot of deaths to the the earlier skip there.
Yeah, it's a finicky skip, and some days you just get it first try, and some days it's troublesome, and we do see that unfortunate events happening there to Truoh. But I am going to be curious to see here for Satan, because going for a Theo kill, I'm not sure. Maybe chat knows if they actually ended up setting up to +4, or if this is a +1. It looks like a +4 damage here, at least. Does some really good
Something I
damage.
something I have to point out is Say was playing in the Elden Squares tournaments, so he is very very experienced with killing this boss.
That's
And my bad. That's on me, obviously.
um, I'm
Shouldn't
not
have said
laughing
that.
at Satan at all. I'm laughing at how impeccable the timing was of that curse. Uh,
But yeah, in that tournament,
yeah,
if the square that had to do with Theodorix was on the board, it was rushed almost every time. So doing Theodorix at a very low weapon upgrade level is something he'll have done many times.
yeah, they surely have done this many a times before. I saw them play in that tournament, and I've seen them actually do the square a lot. So should be pretty comfortable with the fight. One of the things that makes this fight a little bit easier in one way and more difficult in another is that you kind of want to get this Ash of War out to get maximal damage, which does put you at positional risk to just kind of get tagged by something, and there is not a single attack from this magma worm that is not gonna.
There is the third
Wow.
square from Nike.
Yeah.
1650. That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, nice stagger here for Satan. I mean, I must admit, this is doing way more damage than I would have expected on Theo here.
It's the frost. It's the it's obviously the tick damage. He's a big guy. He'll stay in the fire from Death's Poker
Yeah,
very easily.
has to be careful
So
here of the lava.
that's why
Oh,
this works.
yeah, yeah, and I know that some people actually consider this fight to be slightly easier when you get to phase 2, because Theo does not move you as much into the lava he makes. In phase one, he can be very finicky. He starts, turning one way or another, and he brings you with him. But in phase two, he doesn't do that nearly as much. You just have to be very precise with your timings, which we can see Satan being here. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is incredibly difficult here already for Frenglish. I mean, being four squares behind, but not only just four stray squares. These are squares that are threatening the top right and the top left diagonal, and also column 4. So
Yeah. 2 squares that are part of 3 lines and 1 square that's part of 4 lines. These are not the squares you want to lose right off the bat.
wow, I am so impressed here by Satan's. Oh my god, and there's the kill. Wow, that was an
Yeah.
incredibly nice kill. I will say that I've watched plenty of matches, and I don't think I, in this format, have ever seen a 19-minute Theodoric's kill, at least. This format hasn't really begged for it yet, but uh, but clearly we can see the utility of it. Wow. And I think Turnip has been working on getting this weapon much more upgraded, probably looking to get that magma worm bosses, but hoping that he can get some more upgrades for this. Truoh, meanwhile, is in the middle of this golden hippopotamus fight, aka Hungry Hippo.
Yeah, at this point they're probably just gonna send the 3 hippos for the block
Yeah. And which would
here.
be the
It
other
isn't a bad play
hippos?
anyway, and be necessary at this point. It would be the ones on the way to Frenzy. It's called Recluse's River. What's it called?
I wouldn't know, but I trust you.
Yeah, something like that. It's in the area on the way to Jory.
Yeah,
Recluse's River
Recluse's River.
upstream, downstream. I should know these things, but
Oh my god. Turnip goes down yet again to the worm phase here. Yeah, I think Turnip just
that.
needs to play this a little bit more carefully. Just like try and not lean into the fact that he is using a Death Spoker, but just try to play this fight a little bit more patiently and do a couple of more jumping attacks, get a stagger or something, and then start using that Ash of War, because right now this is not working out all too well. This is definitely an Ash of War attack here. Choose to do it. Nicely dodges that attack, and yeah, Hippo fight meanwhile being still fought here, while Satan is going in for the much easier Magma Worm, rushing it so hard that Satan they have not even chosen to level up here yet, which also scarily enough have not switched their pots, so is going to be in one shot range for from this Magma Worm as well. This Magma Worm, however, does not have the same phase 2, so will not stand up on his hind legs. So has to be extra careful for some of these.
Truoh
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Truoh is very much needs to get this hippo kill. Because Nike is chasing now.
Wow,
Oh,
really well done there from Satan. Absolutely kicking ass right now. Wow, that was an incredibly impressive square mark actually. And Turnip's still working on this worm face. And hopefully Truoh has 5 more pots left. Gets tagged there. We'll use a double pot here, probably. No, still has 4 pots left for this fight. Has to be careful. Oh, gets tagged again. Oh, barely dodges that. Has to be precise in this. Gets away from it just barely. Gets the air attack.
Oh,
Oh my god. This hippo, if it isn't rude enough, it is stalling something fierce for Truoh here.
Nike is catching up as well. This might become a very tight race.
Yeah. And Nike
Look at that.
choosing to continue with the backhand blades for now might be looking after the hippo to pivot out to that
Wow. And he's all caught up.
yeah. Yeah, they are neck and neck right now.
This is going to be scary. Frenglish really needs this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a really rough race here for Truoh to win because I think Nike's damage is just going to be better here. Even if they get to the hippos at the same time.
Yeah. I assume Nike already has his talismans and everything, and Truoh doesn't. Also, the 130k from ADM is gonna work in Nike's favor here. Yeah, that's very worrying.
Yeah. And
Worm face
yeah.
still at it.
Yeah. You know, I love my very good friend Turnip, and this is definitely something I think it's just so difficult to be stuck a little bit on a boss fight like this, and I know that sometimes he can get a little bit stuck, just gets stubborn, wants the kill because it is incredibly painful to just like, you know, get sniped on it right now, just really determined to get it, wants for his team to get on the board here. I mean, to be completely fair, this worm face would be a really nice block to get on this board too. Has to be careful of the deathblight here. Oh, very close. It's a nice jump attack here. Has to dodge this big attack coming at him. Who gets death? Oh, man. That's just so frustrating. I really feel for
Yeah.
Turnip here. This is... Because I know this is one of those fights that's... I'm sure he feels incredibly comfortable with, and it's just not working out. And yeah, it's just one of those days. It seems it's really rough to see.
Yeah. Nike here, actually firmly ahead. Truoh. There must have been some gray skipping.
By the way, we are only 27 minutes into this game.
Yeah, what a blitz.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see whether they go for the... Well, I'm not gonna speak too soon. Nike could die to these hippos. It'll be interesting to see whether, if they get these hippos, they'll just send Vike and Rakshasa immediately. The Truoh and Turnip certainly have to.
Yep. They almost
So we
certainly
might
have
just
to.
see a
And
race.
and this is one of
All
the
four
benefits.
players.
Yeah, and this is one of the benefits here for Satan, because they have Theo money.
Yep.
That magma worm drops 180,000 runes, which is 3 times the money you get in Havoc Tree. So they are going to be much, much more set up for this Vike fight, and is going to have the
Yeah.
same level in the Death's Poker as well. And Turnip, probably correctly choosing to pivot out a little bit, does go for another double block square pick here in Godric while summoning Nefeli Lu. One of the benefits with choosing this play in this particular time as well is Godric does drop a lot of runes. I mean, if you use this Remembrance and also get the kill, you get 35,000 runes, which is definitely not something to sneeze at when you're going to have to kill Vike here in a little bit. And there's the 3 Hippo snipe from Nike. Absolutely, it's just so painful here for poor Truoh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna choose to quit out here.
Let's not forget there's Rakshasa left, and that can go wrong in every way imaginable.
So can Vike. These are 2 NPC fights. NPC fights notoriously painful.
Yep.
Notoriously painful. Yeah. Yeah, very well pointed out.
Also,
And yeah, the benefit here for Nike, also getting that, obviously the golden hippo kill, still has that money, goes for the great katana, which is probably, I mean, it's a weapon with more range, which I would assume would just be very, very much stronger against Rakshasa. So
yeah. I think that's a very good idea. Rakshasa isn't, I would say Rakshasa isn't that bad to do with the backhand blades if you know how to do it, if you know the timings. And for me, that's been useful, but I don't expect Truoh to have had any reason to do that. So it might be very rough to do it with the backhand blades here.
yeah. Well, we are almost certainly going to see the first square marked here for Team Frenglish in this Godric fight. Um, right as I curse this a little bit, has to dodge these flames, does it very, very nice. And yeah, Satan and Nike are already in this Rakshasa and Vike fight. I mean, I don't know if Truoh is actually on the way here to Rakshasa already. I would assume so. Nike does go down to Rakshasa, so Rakshasa doing Rakshasa things. Satan also going down
Yep.
to Vike. So neither one of these fights is anywhere close to free. These are some of the most difficult NPC fights in the game. So, and yeah, Satan.
Truoh also having some trouble getting to Rakshasa.
Yeah.
Let's see. Might get it this time. Yeah.
Really nice punishes here from Satan. Let's go for the Ash of War. Like, jumping out of it. Truoh dying to Rakshasa here. Turnip, we can see Turnip is on the way to Vike here. Only a little bit behind on the Vike fight here from compared to Satan.
Look at the health difference.
Oh,
Turnip
yeah.
and Satan.
Yeah, Turnip and I mean, Satan has straight up like 60% more health here. Ooh, gets a really nice opener here on Turnip. Look at that. That's Vike already at half health from that
Wow!
opener. Oh,
Wow!
does get a clean, nice punish here. Vike does go for another buff here. So this Vike is
Oh,
already
luring him into the fire.
yep, very nice. So in my experience, you just have to really play this fight much more patiently than you ever would like to. Because this guy can almost always hyper armor out and get you into a true combo that kills you even if you have 45 vigor, I would say. So this guy is a menace. They call him Backstep Vike for
This
a
is such
reason.
a this is such a crazy this is such a crazy situation to
Yeah.
be forced into killing the absolute worst NPCs in the
Oh,
game.
look at this. Look at
Like
Turnip. Look at Turnip.
this
Might be the
yeah,
first
it's
one
almost dead.
to finish this fight out. I would assume as a grudge for this finishing. Wow, what a nice kill for Turnip. Satan does
Nice.
go down. What a nice kill here for Turnip. Would assume he would continue this grudge fight against Wormface right after this. But now it is up to Truoh to just finish out the square before Satan and Nike Euro get this. Really well
Yeah.
done from Turnip. I'm so impressed. This, in the very least, that must feel very good. He is the first one to kill the NPC when we have 4 NPC fights at the same time on all fronts. The same NPC fight. That's crazy.
Such a shame he doesn't get a reward for it until Truoh kills Rakshasa as well.
Yeah, but that might be a blessing in disguise
Because
here.
that
Does immediately go
yeah,
back to this worm phase.
he's free to do absolutely whatever now.
Yeah. The only bingo line still available for the blue team is that column 4. The rest of the squares are blocked. And even if Psych Out get sniped on this square, they still have so many options left in this game. But I really hope that Frenglish can get this because that would be really nice, and we could see a little bit more Bengus gameplay. And I know
Oh,
we all love that. Nike almost finishing out this
like
fight here.
barely escaped.
Oh, and Satan does go down again to this Vike
Oh,
character.
look at Nike.
Yeah, very very close.
Rakshasa almost down.
Nice, very nice killer. All right, so one of each. So now it's a race between Truoh and Satan.
Yeah. I do have to say though that backhand blades, Rakshasa, this power level, probably not having done it a whole bunch, is rough.
Yeah. It's oh my god, how is Truoh alive?
HP is all you need.
Oh, holy shirts. I mean, you're blessed with a lot of vigor here in the DLC, but you know, it's
Yeah, but that's you can see why.
yeah. Doesn't help you much when you still get basically true comboed by one of the weed cutters here from Rakshasa. And we see Truoh being a lot more patient with this fight, which I think is the right way to go.
Absolutely. Oof. Didn't charge the heavy attack
Oh,
for
and
long
there's
enough.
the worm
Worm face goes
face.
down.
Nice. Turnip gets the grudge square out of the way. Now it is all up to the race here between Truoh and Satan, and meanwhile, Turnip has a lot of time here to catch up a little bit in the base game because, you know, from the looks of it, Sike out can just assume maybe they think we're not even sending this line. Because Turnip got that kill on Vike so fast, and then he just immediately, gets worm faced. They have no information at all that his Vike is dead. So they might still be going for this, and just like committing to this line and thinking maybe they think we're bluffing.
Maybe.
Yeah, Nike did get Rakshasa, so Rakshasa is dead for Nike. So it's only Vike left for Satan and Rakshasa left for Truoh.
I've been watching Truoh for the last 2 minutes, and I gotta say, it definitely looks like this is possible. This is doable.
Does only have one pot left here though. Let's
Yeah.
let's move over to this perspective and hope we can give it. Oh, yeah. My apologies. died in the transition frames while I get a voice crack to complete my embarrassment fully. Yeah. Does die during the transition. That was ruthless. Now, I am a little bit confused here by the square choices for Turnip, because from my perspective, going for balls and already having Vike dead, you would have two night bosses under your belt. So this column 4 could get
That
it could be a
is
really
true.
nice threat, and going for the full Gravebird armor set is not something you want to be pressured into, because that is that's a very long square.
It's also, when you're behind like this, your options narrow down a lot. So essentially, they're looking at this now and what is our way back? And
And I don't think Radon's Grey
it
Room
has
is
to
the
be
way
column
back.
4, right?
Yeah,
No,
I don't think it
it's
is
got to be
Radon's Grey.
column 4.
Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely. I mean, they're 4 squares behind. Even if they get this Viking Rakshasa square, they're going to be 3 squares behind. We already see Nike working here on a jail, it looks like. Probably for some.
Satan gets
Oh!
Vike. There it
Wow.
is.
GG's. Wow. Holy. That was a crazy game. Really well played here from Sike out in particular. Really well played. Yeah. This game was just a tale of really, really good square selection and execution. Just really good execution here on Sike out's part.
Yep. It turned out ADM was pretty good.
Yeah. Who would have known? That's crazy.
Oh, I need to stop the match.
Maybe you could check with the players and see if everyone is ready. I like to get everyone in here to start their tango right off the bat here.
Yep. Let's see, Truoh and Turnip are ready, but I have no way to communicate with Sike out. They are not in here.
Oh, you don't see them? Can I throw you in there?
Where are
I can throw you in there.
they? Yeah, yeah, okay, do it.
Just threw Champa right there. My goodness.
Everybody's ready to be plucked.
All right, I'm gonna start plucking.
Hello. Go. Go.
GG's, everybody. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah.
GG's.
Was a hard start for us.
I believe it.
Say, did you start Great Katana?
No. I
Ah.
wanted to. I really wanted to, but I wanted the Red Wolf square more.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair. Okay, so yeah, you just had a Will-O-Wisp from the start and just rushed it. Yeah, fair.
Yep.
Yeah, I went Great Katana. I'm like, that's like the best weapon in the starting classes. The others were kind of And then I found, well, you did the Greatsword check?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I saw it, I'm like,
Yep.
fuck. Okay, well, here goes all my plan out the fucking window.
Yeah.
So I went Halik 3 to get my
The what?
what? Went Halik 3 to
Sorry,
get the money.
Night crossing over into my squares now.
What the hell? And then I
Yeah.
proceeded to fucking die just like 8 times to do Worm Face. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck was wrong with me for Worm Face, man. I swear, it just didn't want to cooperate this game.
Wormface has a reputation in bingo.
It happens.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think
Yes.
it's just I'm so used to like charge art doing him.
Yeah.
Like just you double tap him, he staggers, and then you just kill him. But like he didn't
Yeah, you
stagger, so I
can't-
was like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah, you can't do that with poker. Its Charge R2 has less poise damage than like all the other great swords.
Yeah, I mean I did jump R2s, but the main issue was that as soon as I queued the animation for the Ash of War, he would just like rush me and just headbutt me into the ground and one tap me. I'm like, oh, what the fuck
Yep.
is this? And like I think the terrain
that is the
actually
thing.
like prevented the Ash of War from going as far as it normally does.
That can happen.
Cause I swear it just didn't go as far as it normally does. So I was like, oh, that's fucking fun, man.
Yeah, so
GG's.
yeah, what was Psych Out? What was your game plan going into this? Was it immediately right off the bat this top left diagonal?
There was, for my brain, yes, there was a hope of that top right diagonal as soon as I saw that we were both online to go for Red Wolf and Knight got Ancient Dragon Man. It was kind of a stretch hope though at the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, really impressive kill on not only ADM that quick, really quick mark, and then going for Theodorix. I think out of, at least in this format, 19-minute Theodorix is the fastest I've seen. Even though I know for the Elden Squares format, it is not a very quick mark, but it's
that's like 5 minutes slow.
Yeah, I know, I know. So Champa tried his best to curse you. Mentioned how comfortable you are in this fight, and you immediately got blasted on your first attempt.
Yeah, I wasn't too
bad, my bad.
upset because I didn't have the flasks switched over, so I'm like, yeah, I could sit here for another 5 minutes fighting him without blue or it just. I mean, on top of that, I didn't realize that I was one-handing at the time, so I'm like, why am I not running and jumping? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so
I'm punching and then walking forward out of his run. That's not good.
and then following that up by proceeding to almost die to the much easier Magma Worm with 180,000 runes. But nonetheless,
Oh yeah,
you
Which one did you go for the second one? Kaled or?
Kaled.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
As
really.
far as I know,
Thinking maybe
Kaled is just faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe the Gilmer one because of demi-human bosses too. That's there, but
Yeah, chat did mention that. But if you're as comfortable as Satan clearly was, then Dio is faster. I mean, he's right there. So
oh yeah, Q is 100% faster.
and yeah, and then Hippos ended up being a little bit of a snipe, just not having quite enough damage to catch up with Nike there.
What weapon were you running, Nike? Backhand blade or?
Backhand blade.
Okay. Can you switch? Did you switch in infusion or no? Did you just run like normal?
No, just normal.
Normal with okay.
But
Did you
having that
switch it, or-
ADM money done already a little bit earlier, Nike was able to catch
yeah, okay.
up into the Golden Hippo fight because that fight was very long for Truoh, even though it was
Yeah.
a very nice,
Okay.
very nice kill. Just couldn't quite compete with the
Oh, were
damage
you
from
at
Nike
the
there.
hippos as well?
Yeah, that was a pretty
We
hard
were
stuff.
going for that for the block.
Yeah, I was.
That was our hope at least. There was some incident on both of our side on multiple squares, so
Hmm.
You got Ancient Dragon Man before I even got to Dragon's Pit because I went to buy the Lightning Infusion and didn't realize I couldn't swap the Ash of War out of Grace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just
And-
That
went
was my bad
talismans because
too.
I knew it was.
Yeah, and then I got the Grace for Lightning Ram, then I proceeded to die on TLA skip 6 times, and
Oh.
the Hippo fight was like 8 minutes long, and I was like halfway into my second Hippo.
The only
And
thing
then-
that I did was continue throw. Sorry.
Then I get a Frost Grace because I was like, I just did this square in a practice match with Poison Hand yesterday, and the second attempt, this shouldn't be too bad. I died 6 times to Rakshasa.
I see.
Yeah,
Vike dead
I
already,
died
or-
a whole bunch to Vike.
See,
Or
on our side,
did
it
you
was
already-
the other side.
Yeah,
Did you already kill Lycan?
Turnip really killed Vike second try, really clean kill from Turnip. Got
What do
an
you mean second?
Was it your first try?
That was first try, bud.
Okay, yeah, that was insane. Because I mean, you got the first punish, you timed it so perfectly that you did half of Vike's health in your first Ash of War.
Ash of War, yeah. Yeah, I just staggered him in the Ash of War, so he just like took so much damage from it.
Yeah.
That's nice. My Vike was
Fuck you,
being
Fire Giant.
anything but cooperative.
Yeah, he can't do that. I kind of got
I
lucky
know.
he never did the Storm Assault move, so like I was blessed for that. But even in running
But
R1s were
he-
doing fine on him, so that was cool.
He true comboed me with that move like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked I got him first try. Like I saw that scram, like fuck.
It's tough,
Yeah,
especially with a weapon that doesn't have a good R2.
yeah. I mean, the running R1s were fine on him. It has enough range that like it's fine. I found on Vike like the biggest thing is when you have like fist or something
Yeah.
like that and you don't have range, and you have to jump hard to him. Like that just.
My issue there is that he kept backstepping me into a
Oh, yeah.
into a stab forward. I'm like, I am very, very tempted to just go to Fire Giant right now, but I'm
Speaking of
staying
on
here
him
until
right now,
further
and
notice.
he's fucking trolling me right now.
No, mine just melted.
But,
Not
we had the
great.
same idea.
So out of curiosity,
Mine melts and then just combos me. Yep.
out of curiosity though, I'm curious, what was kind of the idea for your opening part of this game here for Frenglish?
ADM Red Wolf.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Say was gonna rush it, because if Say was rushing it, I had like plenty of other plays which weren't bad. Between Godric, Rodan, and whatever. The main issue that happened is that we lost both the rush squares we were going for, me and Truoh. So that kind of put a wrench in my plan. And then
Yeah.
like
It seemed to me that you got cursed and blessed at the same time because Satan did Great Sword check after Red Wolf, and you did Great Sword check before. So you're like, oh my god, Death's Poker, and kind of got stuck setting that up a little bit. Meanwhile, Satan just they just immediately sent it.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of a
I
blessing
took
not
the
checking
Iron
it first.
Greatsword and was just
mhm.
like, I'm getting this square and Oop. Unusual.
Yeah.
And I figured I mean, given that I gave up Great Katana, I'm like, I'll figure out my weapon afterwards.
Yep.
I just wanted something wieldable and
Yeah.
Because I had
And
I had
yeah, then it
Redon
just
dead by the end. Like as
Yeah.
I went Vikes into Redon. Plan was going Bulls after that. Not necessarily crashing in Great Rune already. But
Yeah.
unfortunately Rakshasa did Rakshasa things. I fucking have seen better. I've seen plenty of players fucking go for that square and just her weed cuttering their ass.
Yeah, and Nike did have the
Yeah,
privilege
I
of pivoting. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
yeah I had that weed cutter moments.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you also had
And I was
great
like,
katana
She just
for
went
it.
for me so much.
yeah.
Oh. Oh, because ADM dropped Great
Yeah,
Katana.
Mm-hmm.
which makes that fight at least much easier for sure. I mean, it's a hell of a fight regardless, but great.
I've kind of saw how to dodge weed cutter because in my last attempt there, I almost got caught by it, and then I noticed like if I just wait half a second and then roll into her, I'm safe.
Mm. Yeah.
It was a gamble I took in the middle of the fight, and it worked.
Yeah, I was. We were talking here on the commentary desk a little bit about, in the case that you ended up getting the Vike and Rakshasa square. I was a little bit curious, Turnip, that you went for Radons rather than going for balls immediately and getting like Soldier of Godric and getting that column 4 online, because that was your last potential bingo threat.
I was thinking of like sending that. I was going Bulls right after Redon. Like as soon as Redon was dead, I wasn't even clashing in the Great Rune. I was just going Bulls.
Okay.
The issue that happened is that for that column 4, Rakshasa has to die.
Yeah, of course.
She just has to die. So it didn't make sense for me to go for like Soldier of Godric, which is like almost 5-minute square.
Yeah.
When I have my teammate that just is on Rakshasa and that I don't even know if like he's gonna get it, right? Like, so that's why for now I was sitting there and like, because while I do Soldier of Godric, he can go and do night bosses.
Sure.
Yeah, and that was
So we can
and
split
that was the
progress that way.
plan if I got Rakshasa.
Yeah, like we can split that way. I have Vike dead. That's one. Bose is gonna be another. I have Loretta's Grace.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them in DLC side that are fast. So, but it didn't make sense for me to go work on those long squares when I can just get myself stronger and like
That's
say
fair.
kill Radon or like go for start slowly working on seals here and there, or like prep some other graces.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if that hadn't worked, if you had gotten the square, I probably was going Fire Giant.
yeah. My plan was probably Soldier of Godric, like the Dag that way.
Yeah.
It's probably about time.
Yeah.
To end the
it
stream,
also...
no?
Oh, maybe.
No?
Quite possible.
Kind of. Yeah.
Either way,
I was gonna...
GG's, guys.
It is. Unless Champa, if you have any questions to the players, any final questions about the game?
No, GG's.
GG's. Thank you
Yeah.
for
Enjoyed
hosting.
watching.
Yeah, really well played,
GGs.
everybody.
Thank you for
It's a blessing to
commentating.
watch it, and thank you
Yeah,
so much for joining
Thank
me,
you for
and
casting.
thank you, Champa, for joining me in this short short amount of time, also, and joining me for this.
No worries.
And yeah, for anyone watching, thank you so much for joining us today. We will hopefully be getting some more games out next week. I'll be trying to schedule as many as I can, and we'll see how many I get to. So yeah, until then, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now. Until next time. Bye.